Hey guys, welcome to Slightly Filtered.
So, welcome back to our second episode. Yay! On today's episode, we are going to be talking about everything Valentine's Day, because by the time y'all are watching this, Valentine's Day will have just happened. Valentine's Day hasn't happened for us yet, so we never know what could happen on February 14th. But...
or what doesn't happen on February 14th.
So we thought this one would be fun because we all are in different stages of relationships and we all are in different points in our life. So we each have different views on it. So we can each start with our relationship status.
We'll go with you.
Okay, so my relationship status currently is a little confusing. I am single, but I do also have a child on the way, so we're just figuring out everything in that new realm. I've never been in a situation like this, obviously, so this is very new, but mainly focusing on myself, trying to figure everything out before she gets here.
Amen.
Well, I'm married, and I have been married for 5 years. Almost.
Whoa!
That's crazy.
5 years.
5 years. And I think we've only celebrated Valentine's Day one time. Well, we used to do a thing where, we would go eat at Pizza Inn the day before it because we didn't want to eat on Valentine's Day and, fight the crowd. But we're also not the type to, get dressed up and just go to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We also have 2 kids, so we still don't do that. But our first Valentine's Day, Tyler went and got me flowers or roses. And he got home and counted them, and they shorted him one. And so he thought he would never spend his money on flowers again.
Period.
I can see Tyler being like that.
Period.
But, it's not a big deal to me. I always hated it in, high school and middle school. I thought it was the stupidest thing. Because I think you should love your significant other, every day of the week.
Absolutely.
Not just on Valentine's Day, so... I don't think... Oh, this year I'll be hunting on Valentine's Day, so...
Good luck.
We're really going to be spending it.
Oh, well, and that's nice, though, because you'll be away from everybody.
Yeah.
It'll just
Yeah.
be you guys, so that's still good.
But no plans for us. Just hunting.
I guess I could talk about my past Valentine's experiences.
Yeah.
I have something. So my last Valentine's was my first Valentine's ever being single. That was really fun. Actually, genuinely, I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I really had a great Valentine's Day last year. I just kind of remember I went to the store. I got crab legs. I made crab leg boil. And I made chocolate covered strawberries. But the past 4 years before that, I always had the same Valentine's. We were together all throughout high school, and we would do the same thing. We would literally go eat or watch movies. We wouldn't really do anything, but we would always have a date on that day. But before that, my mom has always made sure Valentine's Day is special for all of us, and so every morning on Valentine's Day, every year, me and my siblings would all get the little hearts or little flowers. My mom has always been my
Mom
Valentine.
did that too. My parents always did that. We'd always get, even if it was just a small box of chocolate,
Yeah.
and they would write us a card, or they would give us a little gift card to Sonic or something. Even my grandma always give us something too.
Yeah. And I accidentally hurt my mom's feelings this year because we were in the Valentine section, and I was I had bought a box of chocolates for the photo shoot we did, and I was talking to her about it. I was yeah, I'm just going to get rid of it because I don't like the chocolates in it. I think they're gross. And she was so the chocolates I buy you every year, you don't like them? And I was
Gotcha.
sorry. If you want to give me Reese's, though, that's fine. But I hate those little hearts. Those are the nastiest things I've ever tasted in my life.
The orange, the
Oh,
strawberry.
my gosh. Oh, I hate
You don't
them.
like the orange one?
No,
Ew.
I don't like any of them.
You don't like the orange filled
Anything that has nuts in there?
Not for Sam.
No, I like it, actually.
That's so crazy.
But I don't like the creamy ones.
What a freaking time.
The only lesbian here that
Yeah, I was
likes
about to
the
say,
nut.
if y'all know, you know.
You know.
Talk about
She
your...
was married to a man and now
I was.
engaged to a woman, so
You can talk about your
it's funny.
relationship status
Okay,
and
so-
Valentine's experiences.
I've always based it on the children, really. So last year, I was friends with my now fiance, and her birthday actually is February 15th.
Shout out to me.
Shout out to Ashlyn.
And hello, Joyce.
So we kind of celebrated our first Valentine's last year as like friends, getting to know each other. So this year is our first year officially together. But we are more focused on the kids. We have our oldest two every other weekend, so we have them for Valentine's. So we're going to stay home and cook something together, do the treats together, and probably do little canvases and paint together.
Yeah, that's cute.
We don't do the dinner thing because she literally celebrates me every single day.
Yeah.
That girl writes
She really
me
does.
I feel like, yeah.
cute little notes. Like, we want to make it all about the kids. So we've already got them little fun bags to do and stuff
But
like that.
I feel like that's fair though, because I feel like you teaching them that it's okay to love people and to like show your love and express your love for them.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll carry that on.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to go to a fancy restaurant and dress up for the one night out of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes
I think
it's better
I
at
just
home.
love food, and I just love getting ready.
True.
Yeah.
But then again, like, if I had a partner that liked going on dates, I feel like I'd do it more than just Valentine's.
Yeah.
I love going on dates. I could care less if it's to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Let me
Exactly.
get ready and do my makeup and get
Yeah.
dressed cute. Take me anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally take me anywhere. But I
Yeah.
do just get lucky on Valentine's Day because, it's the only time some of these men want to try.
DoorDash is gonna stay busy with you this year. She's like, here's the Addy. Go ahead. I'll send you my order from Wingstop.
Seriously.
Extra ranch.
Extra on the ranch.
Or
yeah,
I'll block
and make
your
sure
phone.
you get that big old cup because I drink that stuff. That stuff is so good.
So what's y'all's like favorite candy to get on Valentine's? Obviously not the creamy ones.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So we'll give those to Brenna if we get them.
I like the orange ones.
Those are so
Or like the
nasty.
cherry ones.
Really?
Wait, do y'all like dark chocolate?
Yes, I love dark
Oh,
chocolate.
See, it's good for your heart. It's good. It's
See?
good for you. I like dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate all the way.
Dark
But it
chocolate
has to have
hasn't been
nuts and
good
like
for my-
Okay,
dark
but-
chocolate almonds.
But see, I don't like coconut. Those coconut ones are
Same. Okay.
nasty. I'm out.
I can do coconut in my drink, like a coconut Dr. Pepper. But if you have the shavings of coconut,
I don't like it. Like
Me
almond
either
joys are
for it.
disgusting to me.
facts.
My favorite one, I don't know. I kind of like the turtles,
Same.
and I feel like they're very popular for.
Yes. And now that they have those hearts, they're like dove hearts
Mm-hmm.
and the turtle hearts.
Yeah.
But like now they have the gummies, and it's not
Mhm.
just those
Yeah.
See,
nasty chocolates.
My
you want that
favorite thing-
2-pound Reese's cup is what you want.
It's
Yeah,
in the freezer. Girl.
I love those things. I hate like Ferrero Rocher thingies. I hate the little chocolate strawberry thing. Not chocolate covered strawberries. I love those. That's my favorite thing. But like you know those little cherry ball things that are like
The Queen
Yes.
Anne's.
Yes,
That's
those
it.
absolutely
are old
not.
lady chocolates.
No, those are like
I'll pass on those.
1970s
I'll pass on
chocolates.
Ferrero Rochers. I'll pass on all of those things. Get me the heart with the Krabby Patties. I'm
Facts.
set for life. I love Krabby Patties. Krabby Patties are my favorite candy.
I love those too.
So yeah, either the Reese's Hearts, the Skittles, Krabby Patties, or chocolate covered strawberries, and I'm set.
All right,
Yeah.
let's talk about flowers, and not just for Valentine's Day.
Every-
Throughout the whole year.
This is gonna be.
I'm gonna go first. I've been spoiled with my fiance. She's amazing. She gets flowers when I'm having a bad day, when I'm having a great day. Anytime. She just gives me flowers all the time. Little notes, brings me energy drinks. That is why I'm marrying her. It's the little things. But I don't like flowers on my birthday or on Valentine's Day because that's just what everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, But the $5 flowers at Walmart
Mm-hmm.
kill me every time.
Every
I'm
time.
like, those are my favorite.
See,
I like that's the only time I've gotten flowers is on Valentine's Day, so I'll be fine with them. But actually, no, my last relationship, he did buy me flowers a couple times, and one time he actually sent flowers here because I was not speaking to him. But listen,
happened.
that
I'm
made me
confused.
want to speak to him even more because that was so sweet, and the flowers were really nice, and they were like a whole arrangement. Like I have a picture of them; they were so cute. But so he was a little bit better at getting flowers like randomly. But I like flowers, but it's just like I don't take care of them very well. So
I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna get hate, but
You would rather have tacos than
I would rather literally have somebody deliver me food than flowers, only because I love the gesture of flowers, so don't get me wrong. And then it's sad that we work next to a flower shop because
No hate.
no hate, but because I do like, I think flowers are a cute gesture. I just don't see like I don't. If you're gonna spend $70 on a pretty bouquet, I feel like you should get me something I can keep forever.
Absolutely.
Only because my motto is flowers die.
See,
So unless
that's-
it's a plant that I can keep alive. Flowers are pretty, but they're only pretty for a few days, and then they die, and then I'm like, I feel like you just wasted $70.
That's why I
So-
like. I got one of those flowers one time, the like eternity flowers that are in the glass jar. I love that. That was so cute because it never died. The only thing that happened is my dog jumped on my makeup stand and broke it.
Oh yeah.
But that was really cute. I like stuff like that, but I'm the same way. Flowers, they die, I forget to throw them away, then they start stinking and
Or they like fall over the place, make a mess.
So, I don't keep my flowers, but Joyce keeps all the flowers I buy her, all dead, and they still look so pretty dead.
But
and
have
she
you
keeps
seen
them and
where
she
you
hangs
can-
them.
I was gonna say, have you seen where you can send them off and they'll press them and then put them in
Yeah.
frames so that you can have like wall decor?
I
Like,
think that's what she
cute.
wants to do.
I've
but
done that. I did that in my last relationship. Like anytime he got me flowers, I kept any of the flowers. I would take off all the petals, and I kept all the petals because I thought I was gonna marry that man, and we were gonna throw those flowers on our little what's that thing called?
Oh, that's smart.
Like your aisle.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's only if I had a man that bought me flowers every week or like every 2 weeks. Like I seen this TikTok. This guy buys his girlfriend flowers and he keeps one of them so he sees whenever it dies, so he knows when it's time to get her a new one.
Oh, that's smart.
And I'm like, that's so cute. So if my boyfriend did that and like bought me new flowers every time my flowers died, I would keep the old ones and I would have a whole collection. But for some random one-time flowers, I'm not keeping them. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
but if you got flowers and like you had them at home but nobody ever came to your house, would you keep them at home or would you bring them to work since people are in and out all day?
I do both.
I mean,
keep
I
them
live in the
at
country,
home.
so I don't feel like anybody
Yeah.
would see my flowers. So I keep them here, but I'm also
put
not
them on
here
my
all the
vanity
time.
desk.
So
Yeah. But if I keep them at my house, my mom will keep them alive for me, so.
fair.
That's win-win.
But we want to know what y'all's like plans are or traditions are for Valentine's Day. Like, do y'all have any plans? Do you have a significant other?
Or any traditions that you do, like, every Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but we want to know. Then like our top 3, we're gonna read on our next.
Or, if y'all want, y'all can also leave the great ones and then, like, your worst Valentine's experience.
Yeah,
And we can read the top 3 of those.
So we'll
That'd
do the
be
3
funny.
best and the 3 worst because
I have one, actually.
your worst.
Let's talk about
Valentine's
it.
Day?
Worst Valentine's Day, okay? In my senior year, so this is 10 years ago, senior year of high school, I injured my neck as a cheerleader. So I was in a neck brace, okay, walking around school. I already needed help with my books and my backpack and all that good stuff. And my boyfriend broke up with me on Valentine's Day with a neck brace and all. Shitty ass senior year, okay? Neck brace and all. He did not care.
He would have ended up in a neck brace.
Mom, what's his
I
address
would've
right
been
now?
like, "You need this."
We got some meat
Yeah.
right now.
But honestly, I had a lot of like my girlfriends and people I hung out with. They sent me Valentine's, so I wasn't like lonely. But it how do you break up with a girl in a neck
On
brace
Valentine's
on
Day.
Valentine's
That's
Day?
crazy.
That's why I'm lesbian.
Literally, my favorite thing about Valentine's Day, like whenever I was little, was getting the little candy grams. Like,
Yes.
to
Oh, that
school.
was so cute. Yeah.
One time though, I was in high school, and my boyfriend at the time bought me a singing telegram for Valentine's Day. That was the most embarrassing experience of my life. So I literally remember so clearly. We were in second hour English class, and we had to go to the library for some reason. I think we had a sub or something. I don't know. We're in the library for something. But so were 5 other classes.
Oh, gosh.
So we were packed in there. Like, it was not just one class. It was everyone. And me and him shared a class because, like, we had fixed our whole schedule to, like, be together all the time because we're that cringy high school couple. And so anyways, he bought me a singing telegram, and the whole choir comes into the library and starts singing the song by Elvis, Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Gosh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That was the longest, 3 minutes of my life. I literally sat there like this. I was so embarrassed. And everyone was just staring at me, and he was sitting right next to me laughing, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I couldn't.
That was horrible.
I would be
That
so
was-
upset.
that-
I would walk up.
I was
Get up,
immediately
walk
like,
out.
no, can't do this.
Dude, no, absolutely
I
not.
would rather take a note over that. Like a cute little
Like,
note.
write me a love letter and slide it under
Yeah.
the door.
I love letters. I
Cute.
think letters are the cutest things.
Do y'all keep your, cards? Like, if people write on your cards, do you keep them?
Uh-huh. I have
Like,
a whole
birthday
Ziploc.
or anything?
Yeah.
Dude, I've kept them since I was little. And I
Same.
literally have this big old box, and now I have the kids, and so I'm like, I had to
Need
get, like, one of the
another box.
memory boxes for them because I think they're so cute. Or,
They're
like, to
cute,
see
yeah.
people's handwriting, I think that's, like, the
Oh, yeah.
sweetest thing ever.
Do you have any embarrassing?
No, I hated Valentine's Day. I could have cared less if I had a little Teddy Graham thing or not. I did not care. I used to tell my mom, I'm gonna be forever alone, so it really doesn't matter.
Or you get the little crushes, the drinks. Like in elementary school, we would get like Orange Crush or like the purple one, and you could send them to people.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah,
so
I didn't have the crush
we
thing, but
didn't
I
do
did have
that.
like the little suckers or like the
Yeah.
little
The suckers.
whatever, and then they were like, buy them in 5th hour and they'll be sent to you in 2nd or 3rd
Yeah.
hour. Everybody was getting one and like, I'm gonna die alone.
Yeah, sometimes it was a little. I would like go up to my friends and be like, "I'll get you one if you get me one."
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to sit there all alone. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Please. Make sure you write one from like Secret Admirer so I look cool. You know, like.
There you go.
You know
help
what?
me
They
out.
probably don't do that now because they're probably like, we're not sending anybody out, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
although
About
like
protecting
I get
feelings.
it, but also
Like that's what made us funny.
that was like
Yeah.
a good fundraiser because I'm sure people were
Oh,
like, here's $20,
definitely.
send them to all 20 of my friends.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
For real. So, what is one piece of relationship advice y'all have?
Oof.
I have a lot. That's gonna have to be a whole other podcast. I definitely would have to say communication
I think that's a big
all the
thing.
way, in relationship, friendship, business, anything. Communication
I think so too.
always. 'Cause
And I
can
feel like you
misread
just have to hear
anything.
the other one out. Like even if you don't want to, like just hear them out because there's something.
Shut your mouth, sit down,
Yeah.
let them talk, you talk, and it goes so much easier that way.
Even if you agree to disagree, at least you both know where you stand, and then you could just be like, okay, like you see it one way, I see it the other way. Let's
Yeah.
end here and call it quits before it.
Absolutely. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Sometimes I think that's what I'm like the worst at though, because I'm right like majority of the time,
Period.
and like
Period.
I am just super hard headed. So even if I'm not right, I will still. I will
Fight
make
until
you
you're
think
right.
I am.
I can tell you some advice for being the oldest one here. And me being married already and divorced, and obviously, in my first marriage, I always fought that I was right. Always, no matter what. I'm the mom. I'm the wife. I am right. And it ruined parts of my marriage because I just wouldn't hear the other one out, right? And what I say goes. I'm right. I know it. Then stepping away from that and seeing that, oh, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I could have done better in this and that. And communication, I struggled in. Now, fast forward almost 4.5, 5 years, my communication with Joyce is 10 times better. I'm a whole different person now because I let my wall down and I'm like, I'm not always right. And it sometimes, ask Joyce, I'm a little stubborn too, like I am right, I know. And she's like, no, you're not. But it's also like the right person in your life too. If that right person's not in your life to help communicate with you, it's not going to work.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like even when you're super frustrated, like you can't take it outside of your circle.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like if you're frustrated with your wife or husband and you take it outside of that, they're going to view your husband differently. But majority, 9 times out of 10, a week later, y'all work it out or it's forgotten or whatever. And then you have people outside your circle who are like, well, she was just talking crap about her husband. So then it makes people view your relationship different. So I feel like
Absolutely.
it should either stay between you and your husband. I know you're probably going to talk to your mom, your friends, or whatever. but I feel like you should keep it very small on your feelings because not everybody will switch it up as fast as you do.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's a big thing. But also, you have to take people's advice on what you say with a grain of salt because you probably already know how you're going to handle it. And so you have to not allow them to interfere from an outside perspective when they don't live that everyday life with you.
Yeah.
You know?
And they also don't understand what that person's like. They just are listening to what you're saying.
Right.
And sometimes the perspective isn't there.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good one too.
No.
And not everyone needs to be in your business because then like you get other people's opinions that you don't really need their opinions, and then it's switching how you think of it.
Yeah.
Whenever I was like thinking about this episode, it was because I was trying to go to sleep and I couldn't. And what my relationship advice was, it literally just came to my head, and I feel like a genius for this. But also, I don't listen to this advice, so I need to start because I think it was just meant for me. But I literally said, do not get with someone because of their possibility. The right person for you is going to have everything you need because they're meant for you. And if someone wants you bad enough, they'll change without being with you. Because I think a lot of times, even in like friendships, not even relationships, I see people and I'm like, I need to fix them. Or like, I can fix them. And so I'm like, what do I need to do here? And instead of just being like, you know what, maybe that person's just like not meant for me, and maybe just not meant for me right now in this point of our life.
Yeah.
So, and one thing I've learned, if someone wants to be with you, they 100% will change to be with you. They don't have to be in a relationship with you to change what they need, and they know what you're expecting from them. And so I think whoever I end up with, whether it is the father of my child or someone new, I won't get with them because of their possibility of like the good, because I see the good in people like so with every single person. They could be literally the biggest walking red flag and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
There's something
they're
good.
so sweet. Like, you just don't understand. I see the good in everyone. And so I refuse to believe that people are like not good. And so I think just seeing someone for who they are and not the possibility of what they can be is what is the biggest thing. Because then if you just see them as they are before you even get in the relationship, you're not attached. So you have nothing to really lose. You're just like, okay, yeah, they're not meant for me. Like, listen, this is why I can't be in a relationship with you because this, and this. If you want to change it, fine. If not, I'm fine too. I can move on to someone else. And I think that's the biggest view for me, at least.
I feel like out of like friendship or relationship, my biggest downfall is that I expect me out of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I forget that they have their own ways, they do things. And so I'm like, if I can get up every day and do this, and this, they should too.
Yeah.
And I have to understand that people do not have the same mindset as me.
Mm-hmm.
They also do not have, like, I have like crackhead energy all the time. Like, I could be up at 6, be doing something by 7, and then I'd work till 7 o'clock p.m., you know?
Yeah.
And I just have to understand that not everybody is like that. So that's hard. That's like a realization for me is like, I can't expect everything that I think a person should have or should do or should say or act just because I think that's how I would do it.
Right.
And even like, not even their actions, but little things as far as like their love languages.
Mm-hmm.
Like how people show that they love you isn't the same way you show them that you love them.
Absolutely.
And that was one thing I had to realize, like, especially going into my last relationship compared to my first relationship. Because in my first relationship, I was like, well, this is how I show my love. I'm not getting that back, so I feel like you don't love me. But in reality, he did. He had a different way of showing that he loved me. And I never even viewed it as that. And so, and in both of my relationships, they both had very different, what's that thing called? I just said it, like your love.
Love language?
Yeah, love language. Like, my last relationship, his is like physical touch. I don't like to be touched all the time.
Yeah.
I don't need to be touched all the time. Especially like when we're out in public, like I'll get in moods where I'm like, I just want to be like inside of your skin right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm in moods where I'm like, please give me some space. But I can't be touching all the time. Even whenever I'm sleeping, I need at least some room. I get really hot in my sleep. Like, I don't like to be cuddled up. And that's something that I had to learn was a really big thing for him because he likes to constantly be touching. And it was hard to, like, talk about a good balance because I don't like that. So, yeah, that was hard learning about. Just because my love language is something else doesn't mean that that's not how they show love, and they still deserve their needs to be met too.
It's like some give and take. Like, you may not always get yours, but you may not always take theirs either. So you have to, like, find
it's a balance.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, I believe in love languages. I think that's, like, a solid thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think recently Joyce and I have this check-in thing. You know, I kind of showed Brenna one time. You know, being woman-to-woman relationship, you have PMS, right? You have 2 weeks out of the month, one of us is going crazy, right?
I
So it's a little bit
think
more.
about that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's actually not that bad, but there's a lot more emotion, right? 'Cause
and I feel like
I'm a crier.
Women just feel stuff a little bit.
Yeah, and so we
deeper
do a check-in. You know, we did one not too long ago where she texted me. I was here at work. She was at work. She was like, I feel like we haven't been connecting the past couple of days because we're a mom of 4. We're moms of 4 children. And we both work full-time jobs. And we have go all the time, right? So we needed to just check in with each other. Are you okay? What can I do? What haven't I done? Just, she asked me like 4 or 5 different questions in one text. And it just felt nice to see that. And I was like, actually, I'm okay. I just feel like I haven't caught a break to just see you because we get home and we have this and this and this to do. The twins need this, Sophie needs this, Cooper needs to go here. Like, we're go, and so that's definitely one of the advice I can give you guys is definitely do a check-in at least once a week, every other week, just like, hey, are you okay? You know,
like, you seem stressed, you seem on the edge, you
have
happy,
to be you have to be okay if they say, actually, no, you did this and it really upset me and it's been bothering me for 2 weeks. You have to be okay to be like, okay, I apologize.
I could have done better.
What can I do? Yeah.
I should do better. I think that's fair.
That communication.
But, like, I was glad to see that, like, from a best friend point of view.
I feel like that screenshot, I said, Brenna.
She was like, I found my soulmate. And I'm like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool.
I've never had that. Somebody who truly cares. And she's younger than me. So you don't expect that from younger, no offense, because you're young too, but like younger people, you don't expect that much effort into a relationship, especially like being 10 years apart.
Yeah.
She puts in more effort than half the people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Friendship-wise and relationship. So.
But it's hard with kids too.
It is, yeah. Being a mom, business owner, I mean, even being a stay-at-home mom, I'm sure it's hard to connect with your husband or if you're, with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I feel like that was definitely something big in, like, my last relationship. Like, even though it wasn't the best relationship, that was one good thing, or that was one thing that we were really good at, was communicating about how we felt, which was very new to me because in my last relationship, I never experienced that. We were both the type of person that, like, didn't like talking about our feelings and didn't like talking about what made someone else mad, so we never would bring it up that much. But my last relationship, we were. And that's also because before I got in this relationship, I had gone to therapy, I had worked on myself completely and realized a lot of healthier ways to cope with stuff. In my last relationship, it was better because we would talk about, like, this is something that's upsetting me. And honestly, he was better at it than me, which is weird because I feel like most men don't express their feelings usually. He does. This man expresses his feelings.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, which is a really good thing because I've always wanted that in a partner. I wanted a partner who wasn't afraid to show their emotions or, like, cry in front of me or be vulnerable in front of me. And, like, he is very vulnerable. And so that was definitely a good thing, was going into this relationship, being a little bit more open about talking about our problems, because I'm the type of person, like, I'll kind of put something off until it blows up into something bigger.
Yeah.
And so talking about it before it got to the bigger stage was definitely good. But I think another thing that helped was my therapist had told us doing like whenever you're in the heat of a moment of an argument, taking a break, letting each other both calm down, because I will say stuff whenever I'm mad just to hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get hot-headed really easy, and I don't filter through my emotions right, and so we would have to take a break whenever we were arguing, give each other like 10 minutes, not talk at all, and then come back, because my therapist told me, she was like, anytime you're speaking whenever you're arguing and just trying to prove you're both right, one, you're not listening, two, you're creating more damage, then you have to go back and do damage control.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
this is why I pay you, because you're so smart. Like,
Yeah.
she's so good. But I definitely think that that's something that I got a new view of this relationship, and I'm glad, because, like I said, I've always wanted someone who's more vulnerable, and I think that that would be a good thing to have if we did get back together. But I think that that would be good.
Absolutely.
Well,
Give us y'all's advice
like, yeah, what is something
that works for you.
You and
Yeah.
your relationship.
that
Or
maybe
your
not
friendship.
everybody
Yeah.
like would understand? Tell us what you're doing for Valentine's Day. Tell us your worst Valentine's Day experience.
And your best, and
Your best.
your relationship advice.
And if y'all have any questions for us about our relationship and what we're doing with our lives,
Let us know. Kindly.
kindly.
Yeah.
It is the season of love. Be nice.
But we will see y'all next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.